So now we will start with the conversion of mixed to improper. And this is how it is done. So we have a mixed fraction that is 3, 1 upon 4. And how do we do that? So here, from the denominator, when you go to the whole part, you multiply these digits. And then with the answer, you add it to the numerator. So this is how we do 3 times 4. That is 12 plus 1 upon 4. Denominator remains the same. So it's 13 upon 4. This calculation, when you teach to your children, it takes a lot of time, especially if you're doing it at younger age. Say that your child is just in grade 4, and this is something that grade 5 has to be taught. It requires a lot of reinforcement, which I always keep on reminding, but isko bahut practice karna padega. Only then the child will be able to do it like how I am doing here. 2, 1 upon 11. So the answer is 23 upon 11, right? It's so fast. It's so fast. Sometimes when we stay out of touch of maths, suppose if I'm not doing math for good 5 years, my calculation speed will be little less. But over practice, we also get back to the same level of speed. So is the case with children. Along with this, I also want to tell you that if your child is in higher grades, say 3, 4, and 5, and do practice a lot of multiplication, like 3 digits into 3 digits. I know kids are restless and they don't want to do such calculations like 363 into 545. When they see this number, these days, kids, they are reluctant to do. And whereas, when we were doing maths, we had to solve so many of such numbers. So because of less practice, kids this currently in this era is struggling in mathematics. All right. So is the case of long division. You have to tell them that you have to do a lot of long division. They will be, Mama, मुझे तो सिर्फ 12 तक का टेबल आता है. So 14 वाले को कैसे करूंगी? So I'm taking that concept also. Long division of unknown numbers. It is important because in fractions, when you have to do the conversion, they will have to do it. So 25, 27, इनके tables तो उनको नहीं आएंगे. So how will they do it? So long division of unknown number, like say 4, 6, 5, 2. It's very simple that I have given here. आप इसको कैसे करोगे? So you will have to hit and trial, 25 times 2 is 50. So always, when I am doing it with my daughter, what I do is I go the midway. I see 25 times 5 क्या होगा? यहाँ पर तो दिख रहा है, it is very simple. So I go the midway, 25 times 5, and then we compare the number and we see if it is coming below that number, what? Then we will be like, it can be either 3 or 4 times. Or if it is coming more than that, then it's going to be 6, 7, 8. Is it going bouncer? Okay, I will show it to you. So here it is 25 times 1. And it is 21. Now 5 is going to come down. So we take a 25 times 8. You just guess कि 8 होगा 7 होगा. आपको यहाँ side में column method से multiply करके check करना होगा. So it is actually 200. So that's the reason why I've chosen it as 200. It is 15. Then comes a 2. Okay, now guess 152. So we definitely know that 150 comes in the table of 25. Now it's something that I know because I've been practicing. I know 25 times 6, 150. Ho sakta hai. I'm not sure. So I will just check. 25 times 6, 6 5s are 30, 3 6 2s are 12, plus 3 is 15. So it's 6, 150, and this is 2. So I want, now just check if it is correct. Everyone, check if it is correct. All right, it's correct. Okay. Now, Shivani, please unmute and tell me the improper fraction of this digit that I have used, these digits, improper fractions, and simultaneously you give me the answer of mixed fractions. Okay? We can do it together because sometimes when we lose touch of these topics, we have to refresh it. Yeah, I know it happened with me. You know, I went through the entire topic of this book, and that's why I'm sounding so confident. Maybe I'm here and there, up and down. But chalo, improper fraction.
Fraction will be 186. And
improper fractions. Improper fractions. Or is it mixed?
It will be 2 by 25. No.
So here we have 25 and this is the number. Now tell me. Improper fractions mean numerator is bigger than the denominator and we had to divide this, right? So it was 4652 divided by 25. Now tell me, improper fractions.
Improper fraction will be 4652 divided by 25.
Yes, and now tell me the same. Now we've converted it to mixed fractions, right?
Mix is 186. The whole number will be 186.
Yes.
And then by 25.
Perfect. 2 upon 25. So you have to train them to do calculations of this intensity. You know, this is tough. अगर मैंने 25 पे जगह 26 दे दिया होता तो side by side उनके rough column में they will have to do all these calculations. And we used to do a lot, Shivani, Deepika. These days, I am telling you, kids are not how we used to. You know, they prefer doing the smart work. They try to do less calculations. And ekdam se in 7th grade, you will see that math scores are coming down. It is a reason because of less practice. Okay? Okay, I'm just going to clear the screen. So the next topic is equivalent fractions, which is a very important concept. It sounds difficult, very difficult, but if you have understood it the right way, it's very simple, very, very simple. And post that, we will be doing addition and subtraction of like and unlike numbers. I'll just write it here. Addition, subtraction is the next thing. Now it's equivalent fraction. Equivalent fractions का मतलब क्या होता है? Equivalent fractions का मतलब होता है कि they are equals. All right. So I want to see. Yes, just a second. Shh. Okay. So can you just tell me hi that you're listening, that I can see Shivani, but what about other people? We have Deepika here. Okay, just two of us. Okay. All right. Not a problem. So equivalent fractions. Let's assume these are two drawings. And this is how it looks like. Okay. So if I take the example of a pizza, you were two people at home and you thought of calling for Domino's, okay? So it means that ये pizza आप लोग दोनों ही खाने वाले हो. So you're going to share it equally, right? Is left you are going to have, right? Your friend is going to have, equals. But then two more friends join in. Two more friends join in. So what you have to do, you have to divide your pieces equally like this. पहले आपको half ऐसे मिल रहा था, but now that you've got two more friends, whatever you have to divide it equally. So यहाँ पर half हो गया, यहाँ पर half हो गया. Did you understand this? Why we did it? Why? Okay, great. So यहाँ पर the fraction was 1/2. 1/2. This is 1/2, right? The shaded part here. But if the same pizza, we talk about the same pizza which has been divided into 4 equal parts because we have more number of people, what will you call this fraction? यहाँ पर आपने उसको 1/2 बोला था. Shivani, please unmute and tell me, what will you call this fraction? Yeah, it's 2/4. You were although on mute, but it's 2/4. Now, can I say that 1/2 is equal to 2/4? Can you see that? If not, just nod, I'll explain it to you. You can't see, right? If we see the area of 1/2, ये पूरा area था, right? This left part of the circle. Similarly, if we see this area, it's again the same. It's just that इसके बीच में division हुआ हुआ है. So I will not call it as 1/2 because this particular shape has been divided into 4 equal parts. So this shaded part is going to be 2/4. So if you give me the answer as 1/2, I may not take it as the right answer because the fraction has 4 equal parts. This is the concept of equivalent fraction. Although they are same, but the number of divisions that they have is different. So if we can, let's have a look at the square. Same. We have the same figure. I've shaded this over here. And now I have shaded this as. So overall, agar hum dekhen, so this part, if I just change the color, that's not possible. If we look at this part, part A, and if we look at this part, part B, overall they are same, right? They are same. But I have divided this into half, which means सबसे पहले हमको conversion करना पड़ेगा और सारे pieces को half में divide करना पड़ेगा. So now the child will give me that the value of this, the fraction of A part is 1/4, and Shivani, what will be for part B?
It will be 1. It's 2/8.
2/8. And can I say that 1/4 is equal to 2/8? Yes. The shape and the area, it's same. It's same. But the child should know what is 1/4 and what is 2/8. I have done this through Cuisenaire rods also. Like, you know, I have those rods, uske niche hum same number of pieces rakh karke check karte hain ki 1 is equal to 3 parts of 4, like that. But I assume that this clarification and explanation was comfortable to you. Okay. Now they ask you to check कि ये दोनों fractions equivalent fractions है क्या. Now comes the major practice part and calculation part. So let's check. 2/8 is equal to 4/16. ठीक है. अब आपको ये वेरीफाई करना है कि 4, मतलब अभी तो you are on higher level, so you can't draw all the time, you can't waste your time, so you should even know the calculation part. That is what I am telling you. If it is equal, if they are equivalent fraction, तो सारे sides आपके same होते हैं. By that I mean that you divide all the parts equally. Correct? ये भी equal है, ये भी equal है, सब equal है. ठीक है? How to check? How to verify that 2/8 and 4/16 are equivalent fractions? Let's compare the denominator. Always compare the denominators. ठीक है? यहाँ पर 8 parts में divided है, यहाँ पर 16 parts में divided है. Have a look at the whiteboard. How can we make 8 a 16? We cannot make 16 and 8. Yes, we can by dividing, but let's go the other way around. 8 can be made 16 by multiplying by 2, correct? 8 times 2 is 16. Now, if you are doing anything in the denominator, you have to do the same operations in the numerator. Otherwise, वो equal कैसे होगा, you know? क्योंकि ऊपर नीचे cancel हो जाता है, right? 1 and 1. So now you've checked. Now you can check. आपने नीचे 8 times 2 किया, answer आ गया 16. ऊपर भी 2 times 2 आ गया, answer आ गया 4. Yes, they are equivalent fractions. I will take 2 more examples so that you get this concept. Now, another one. 2/25 is equal to 1/5. Let's check with the same way. You think they are equivalent fractions? Do the calculation. Now, let's check your work with my work. This is 25, this is 5. So definitely 5 times 5 is a 25. I'm multiplying denominator with a 5. So I will do the same operation on the numerator. Now the answer comes as 5 upon 25. And here it is 2 upon 25. It means they are not an equivalent fractions. Okay? Another question in a twisted way. Write a fraction equivalent to 36 upon 63 with numerator as 4. All right. How are we going to do? Same strategy. ये अभी तक मैंने आपको डिनोमिनेटर बताया है, ये न्यूमरेटर है, हम ऐसे कैसे करेंगे? This is 36, this is 63. Okay, अभी हमारे नए फ्रैक्शन में हमको ये तो बता दिया यहाँ पर 4 है, ये क्या है we don't know. Let's convert 36 को 4 का मल्टीपल जो भी है. 4 times what is 36? 4 times 9 is 36. ठीक है, तो मैंने यहाँ डाला 4 times 9, ये इक्वल हो गया. Since मैंने ऊपर में मल्टीप्लाई किया है 9 से, to convert it into this, मुझे नीचे भी 9 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. So now we know 63 9 के टेबल में कब आता है? 7 times. So what is the answer? 4 upon 7. Don't you think it was little tricky? But अगर आप अपना concept बराबर लगा रहे हो, easy हो जाता है. Okay. Do you want to take one more question or you want me to move on to the next concept? Because I just have you two here, so we will go as per your speed. One more question or you've understood the conversion of equivalent? Please tell me.
Please give us one more question.
One more question, okay? So now I give you another question that you have to find the equivalent fraction of 6 upon 11. 2 questions, okay? Having denominator as 77 and numerator, ये दूसरा क्वेश्चन है, ठीक है? ये 1 वाला आप करेंगे और ये दूसरा वाला आप करेंगे. यहाँ पर न्यूमरेटर 60 है. Okay? Carefully observe how I am doing it. मैं पहला क्वेश्चन ले रही हूँ. This is 6 upon 11 and the new fraction has the denominator as 77. मैंने डाल दिया 77. ठीक है, अब मैंने क्या किया होगा यहाँ पर 11 के साथ कि वो 77 बनाए. 11 times 7. So since I have done 11 times 7, तो अब ऊपर भी 11 7 ही करना होगा. 6 times 7 is 42. Now you are observing that सबसे important when it comes to fractions is कि आपके बच्चे का at least if you want to start it in a junior grade 12 तक या 9 तक, जैसे अगर 9 आता है तो 10 और 11 तो बहुत easy है ना. So 11 तक के tables पे mastery होनी चाहिए ताकि वो quick calculations करे, है ना? Table की mastery बहुत important. So don't touch the topic of fractions in depth unless and until your child knows times table. So this is the question of first question. Now second करते हैं. Do you want to do it with me, Deepika or Shivani? आपको मुझे मेरे साथ करना है? Yeah, all right. 6 upon 11. Numerator is 60. Now you do it. क्या किया होगा मैंने 6 को कि 60 आया?
60. 6
multiply by 10.
Good
and then
job.
11 by 10. 60 by 100.
100.
Perfect. Now, please unmute and tell me, have you understood this conversion? अच्छे से have you understood? You have understood it figuratively, visually भी आप समझ लिए हैं, calculatively भी समझ लिए हैं. इससे ज़्यादा और कुछ भी नहीं होता है. Okay? ठीक है.
We also need to practice.
Yeah,
before.
But you know, हम we will get it in 5 to 10 times का calculations में हमारे में confidence आ जाएगा. See, I am a mother and not a teacher, so मेरी भी practice उतनी अच्छी नहीं है. But since I am doing it with her, I am also learning. ठीक है? So there will always be a difference of a teacher explaining it to you and a mother. So it's coming from a mother's perspective, okay? That is the reason why I'm also sharing the challenges. कि हमारे,
Can you come up the division thing also?
Yeah.
On
Like I will do it.
when should we expect the next class on division then?
Very soon. I will update. I will update.
Thank
Okay.
you so
Long division, right? Or you want to understand basic multiplication division kaise start karte hain? How to?
In my daughter's case, division has been introduced in grade 2. So
Oh, wow.
it was very simple division. Very simple.
Yes.
Like upcoming chapters will be on division now. So I am
ठीक है.
not a maths person, honestly. I'm not a maths person.
It's
So I
okay.
am afraid. I always put maths on a back seat. Right?
Okay, no problem.
So I'll be glad it's.
See, if you want me to take this topic, I will take it from the beginning, so that अगर कहीं पे भी ऊपर नीचे
Great
Yeah,
at your
ठीक
end.
है. I'll update you. I'll take a topic on multiplication and also on division, how to teach it to children. ठीक है?
Yes, that's the thing. How to teach? Yeah, that is the
Cool.
thing.
Super.
So, ma'am, I
Super.
want it to be. Please don't delay the topic because upcoming session. I mean, in the month of September there will be the exams, mid exams. So I want that please come up with these topics soon.
I will do that, Shivani. And I am saving it all on my YouTube channel so that, it becomes a resource for anyone who is facing difficulty to watch these videos and they can just learn it. It's like a tutorial session. So let's start with another topic that is...
I have
Yes,
shared
Deepika?
your profile with I have shared your profile with many friends.
Oh,
Because they were after my life that they want to attend the classes, and I said that slots are for this year. You are full for days. So
yes. ठीक है.
I shared your profile with them.
Sure. That would be wonderful to, mentor so many children. But yeah, this time they are already ahead. You can see the... do you observe any changes in Samaira?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, earlier she used to write like just randomly. She used to throw her thoughts in the. I mean, I have not. We have not been practicing a lot on writing part now, but I can see like her vocabulary has improved a lot.
Okay,
And
great. And
also,
maybe her attitude towards reading must have improved, I think. So now she is excited about reading.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
problem I am facing is like I also have to revisit the
Yes.
sessions for creative writing, because I am also not used to teach her like that, and also not used to read like that. So I
True.
have to go through this.
We have to update ourselves. मेरा अभी अगर आप
Yeah.
level पूछोगे तो मैं 5th grader हूँ currently.
Mhm.
ठीक है? 11th. So I am like from kindergarten. Trust me now. This is something apart from our discussion. We'll just take one more minute and we're going to come back. So if you're watching this video, you can zoom it to another 1 minute, but I definitely want to talk about this. So I am a student, okay? And my knowledge now has reached till grade 5 from kindergarten. So from say pre-nursery level, say 6th grade ki 5th grade ki mastery ho gayi hai, because I'm doing it with my kids. 11th
Yeah.
से college भी पूरा पता है, but जो अब बीच का बचा है ना 7 to 10, 6 to 10, I will learn with them. So let's see. So next topic is simplest form. This is also very important, that suppose 8/16 लिखे हुए हैं and you have to convert it into simplest form. So it's going to be 1/2. But how can you teach them? उनको थोड़ी ना पता है कि you have to cut it, cross it out. It has to be done through multiples and factors. Multiples and factors is again another concept that I want to take a video on. So mothers, if you've attended these sessions, also watch or attend the next sessions that I will talk about. कि अगर आपको simplest form का conversion सिखाना है तो multiple and factors बहुत important है. मैं ऐसे नहीं समझा पाऊंगी, ठीक है? And I will also talk about LCM, HCF. These used to be so difficult. Now that I've understood it in a very different way, it's going to change the entire perspective of maths. So do take these sessions, do attend them. I will announce when and how, Okay. So equivalent fraction is done. Now the only thing that is left is addition and subtraction. So addition and subtraction, I will talk about like fractions, ठीक है, क्योंकि दोनों के अलग चार्म है. Like fractions का मतलब हो गया कि सबके denominator same है. So this is 11, this is 11. So it becomes so easy. The child has to see कि अरे denominator same है, it means it is a part of the same fraction. Use that logic. कि if they're part of the same pizza that I was having, so we know that उस दोनों में 11 equal parts थे. And all that I have to do is add the numerator. So it becomes 8 upon 11. Similarly, it is 6 upon 8 minus 1 upon 8. So they have to see firstly कि mama, is it like कि unlike? पहली चीज उनको अपने आप से ये पूछना होगा, identify if it is like or unlike. Now they say it is like. So like is simple calculation like how we do. So it's going to be 5 upon 8. यहाँ पर अगर मैं एक और चीज आपको समझाऊं कि if it is 6 upon 11 plus 4 upon 11 minus 1 upon 11, तो वो जो rule होता है ना, which operation to take first, like, right, BODMAS, right? Yeah. So that also has to be taught. So then you will understand that, you know. So यहाँ पर, and these concepts are not clear, then 8th grade में when you have massive algebras, you will face difficulty. You will get wrong answers because आपने minus पहले कर दिया, plus बाद में किया. So यहाँ पर answer is 9 upon 11. All right. So also do BODMAS parallelly. You have to teach the order of operation to your kids. So as you see that fractions के साथ, just less than 10 minutes left, so I'll have to finish it. Fractions के साथ division, multiplication, times table, and then, you know, BODMAS, which order of operation you have to do. Knowing all these things are so important. And it is not like कि आपने पहले पूरा fractions करा दिया या आप पहले सब चीज करा देंगे. You'll ask me, what is the order? What is the order that I should teach? Everything should be parallel to each other. Like, you know that for grade 1, they have to just tell that fractions के names. They should just tell the names of the fractions. If I've made a figure, what is the shaded part? Then in grade 2, you know, you have to introduce them to equivalent fractions ke concept. Again, in a very simple way, through writing, like how I have shown, through visualization, through dividing it equally. In grade 3, they will be taught addition and subtraction of like fractions. In grade 4, again, unlike fractions are going to come in picture, and then identifying equivalent fractions the way I have told you, that नीचे ऊपर साथ में multiply divide करना है, वो आएगा. Simultaneously, grade 5 में they will be taught how to convert mixed to improper, how to add, subtract unlike fractions, and so on. So let's take an example of addition of unlike fractions. 2 upon 11 plus 1 upon 2. How to do this? Now, सबसे पहले basic तो LCM आना चाहिए, but आपके बच्चे को LCM नहीं आ रहा है. So what is the other way? What is the other attitude to solve this? We will convert them into equivalent fraction. That is why they are taught equivalent fraction first, and then they are taught how to add unlike fractions, even if you don't know LCM. So 2 upon 11, if we see, and if we see 1 upon 2, there is no similarity. There is no common connection. So what I do, I will convert this into 2, and I will convert this into 11 like this, and it becomes 22. So ऊपर नीचे दोनों को multiply कर दिया same number से. So 11 को मैंने क्या किया, 2 से multiply कर दिया, because we want the base as same, right? And 2 को मैंने 11 से कर दिया. अब अगर आप कोई भी ऑपरेशन डिनोमिनेटर में कर रहे हो तो आपको ऊपर भी करना पड़ेगा. It has to be same. So it becomes 4 upon 22 plus 11 upon 22. Now see how easily I have converted unlike to like. It becomes 15 upon 22. This is the answer. So even if your child doesn't know LCM and he's preparing for Olympiad and you don't have time, you can use the prior concept of equivalent fractions and help him solve this. Same आप subtraction भी करोगे. This is how you will be doing it. I'll take one more example and then I'll move on to the next topic. 2 upon 11 plus 1 upon 5. Instead of plus, let's take it as minus. Again, we will have to do it separately. See, this is my rough column. So I will be taking 2 upon 11 and 1 upon 5. I will convert them to equivalent fraction. So it becomes 11 into 5, 2 into 5. 5 into 11, 1 into 11. So it becomes 10 upon 55. 10 upon 55. And मान लो यहाँ पे एक minus है. 10 upon 55. And this is... now this is a wrong question. Now, can you see? Yeah,
Yes.
I've written the smaller number first. So it should have been 1 upon 5. Let me just rewrite the question to you. It should have been 1 upon 5 minus 2 upon 11. Greater than, less than the concept I have not done. How to say which fraction is bigger and smaller. We will also take that after this. So now 1 upon 5 is what? 11 upon 55. And 2 upon 11 is 10 upon 55. So the answer is 1 upon 55. Understood? Yeah. Now let's understand how to say which fraction is bigger, which fraction is smaller. Comparison of fractions. Which comes in grade 3? Comparison of fractions. So let's compare 2 upon 11 and let's compare 4 upon 22. Okay, so यहाँ पर I will use the concept of equivalent fraction. Ki since they are unlike fractions, I cannot compare. I see a 22 here and 11 can be converted into a 22. So there are two ways to do this. I'm giving you the first approach. अब ये 22 है, so I will multiply it with 2 ऊपर 2 नीचे. Now since the bases are same, and see, now tell me the answer is both are equal. Equal, simple. Now I could do this because I could see that yes, 11 and 22, they are like, can be divisible. So there's a relationship there. How about ekdam se unknown number? Like here we have 1 upon 5 and we have 2 upon 8. Again, you can do like isko into 5, isko into 8, and then you can make the denominators same. But there is another way which you may remember very well. It is known as cross multiplication. Do you remember that? This is how we used to do. Yeah. So it is 8 ho gaya, 8 times 1, 8 ho gaya, and 5 into 2 ho gaya, 10. So this fraction is bigger than 1 upon 5. This is another way to do. But the child should be at that age to identify which approach to follow for which question. Okay. Some kids are very smart. They can just segregate it accordingly. But some kids, they take time. So cross multiplication का concept अगर आप 5th grade में भी समझा दोगे, it is okay. Before that, they can just use equivalent fractions के through and they can solve it. So another example is, see, how have I changed the question? Arrange 8 in ascending order. How will you arrange it? So there are two categories when numerators are same. यहाँ पर आप देख रहे हो न्यूमरेटर सेम है. ओके, अब आप बच्चे क्या देखते हैं, अगर ऊपर में 5 रहता है तो 5 वाला सबसे बड़ा होता है, राइट? बट यहाँ पर इट्स द अदर वे राउंड. Figuratively I'll explain it to you. Just give it a try. 1 upon 2 बड़ा है कि 1 upon 5 बड़ा है? How do you think so? What do you think? 1 upon 5 बड़ा है कि 1 upon 2 बड़ा है?
1 upon 2.
You know that, right? It is big. Explaining it to your 7-year-old, see. Same thing को I have divided into half. कितने बड़े पिज्जा के पोर्शन आपको मिल रहे हैं? But same pizza को I have divided into 5 equal parts. So it means you are going to get such a small portion of the pizza. This is so small. So when we see the denominator, we are like, okay, if the denominator has a bigger number, it means that that particular fraction is divided into a lot of pieces. इसका मतलब your probability of getting is so small. So if I say 1 upon 18 बड़ा है कि 1 upon 4 बड़ा है, आप बोलोगे कि यार ये तो 18 pieces में divided हो गया है, and you are getting just one small tiny piece of that fraction, whereas this is 4 parts, so you still comparatively get a bigger piece. But you have to show it to them through these figures. Okay. So इसको अगर हम ascending या descending किसी में भी change करेंगे, so if it is ascending order, the answer would be सबसे छोटा 1 upon 5, correct? 1 upon
Then
4,
then 1/3,
then 1 upon 2, and then
and
1.
then
1 upon 1 is 1. Okay, another question. Same concept. We have less than 1 minute left. Can you please join again? If you want to, I'll take 5 more minutes. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Will do.
Yeah. Okay, sure. Then let's end the meeting and rejoin again. Yeah.
From Insta.
Yes, I will share the link there. Yes.
Okay.